Hello children. So welcome to AIMS India's online classes. Today from mathematics subject sets topic we are going to continue. So in our previous video we have learnt about universal set and subset. So let's continue the same topic in today's video. So here consider the set E. Consider set E of elements 2, 4, 6 and set F of elements 6 to 4. Here, if you observe these two sets E and F, so what conclusions you can find? So each and every element of E is present in F. 2 is there, 4 is there, 6 is there. There is no other extra element which is not present in F. So each and every element of E is present in F. So that's why, and each and every element of F is present in E. That's why both of them they are called equal sets. Both of them they are called equal sets. So okay, they are equal sets. Okay, next. So here every element of E is present in F. So we can tell E is a subset of F. And one more thing, every element of F is present in E. We can tell F is a subset of E. F is a subset of E. F is a subset of E. F is subset of E. So in this manner, we can also tell every set is a subset of itself, because if we take because here F is there, we can name it as E, because the elements 2, 4, 6 are present in E. It is named as E. Even F also we can rename it as E. Then what we can have? E is subset of E. So actually F is subset of E, but both F and E are equal sets. In the place of F we can keep E. So then what we can have? E subset of E. So what does it represent? So every set is a subset of itself. So here we have children. So what we have? Every set is a subset of itself. Okay. Suppose if we have given set A without knowing the elements, you can guess two subsets of A. They are, one is pi is subset of every set, and same set is subset of that set. Okay. So pi is a subset of every set, and same set is a subset of that set. So without knowing the elements, we can guess two subsets for every set. Okay. So every set is a subset of itself. Next. So consider the sets phi, one set, because phi set there are no elements, because they have not given any flower braces or any element, just they have represented it as phi. A set with 1, 3 elements, B set with 1, 5, 9 elements, C set with 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 elements. Like that we have phi A, B, C. 4 sets are there. Now insert the symbol subset or not a subset. We have to insert the symbols subset or this symbol subset and striking off means it's not a subset between each of the following pair of sets. Now phi dash B. So what is the answer? phi dash b empty set is a subset of any set. So empty set is a subset of every set. Now a dash b, a elements 1, 3. 1 is present in B, but 3 is not present in B. So is not a subset. Is not a subset of B. So A1 is there, AC 1 is there, 3 is there in C. So A is a subset of C. B 159 we have. If we compare BC, 1 is present, 5 is there, 9 also is there. So B is a subset of C. B is a subset of C. Okay. So pi is so here pi is subset of B. Why means pi is subset of every set. A is not a subset of B. Why means 3 belongs to A, but 3 does not belongs to B. A is subset of C because 1, 3 belongs to A, they also belongs to C. B is subset of C because each element of B also an element of C. Okay. Next. One more exercise they have given. Do this. A is a set of 1, 2, 3, 4 elements. B is a set of 2, 4 elements. C is a set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 elements. F equal to empty flower braces they have given. It is nothing but phi, empty set. F is an empty set. Or this we can replace it as phi. Because sometimes while printing books, the symbols will change. So actually in printing press, the symbols will change. Actually it may be phi, but they have given F. Okay, you can change it as phi. So fill in the blanks with the subset or not subset. A is subset of B. Wrong. Because in A we have 1, but there is no 1 in B. So that's why A is not a subset of B. C is subset of A. So 1 is present in A, 2 is present in A, 3 is present in A, 4 is present in A, but 7 belongs to C, 7 does not belongs to A. So C is not a subset of A. C is not a subset of A. B is subset of A. 2 is there, 4 is there. All elements of B are present in A. So B is a subset of A. So A dash C. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 is there, 2 is there, 3 is there, 4 is there. So C is not subset of A, we can tell. But all elements of A are present in C. A is subset of C, we can write. BC. In B 2 is there, in C also we have 4 also is there. So B is subset of C. So phi. No need to see the elements. Phi is subset of any set. Here you may have any set. You can simply write subset because phi is subset of every set. State which of the following statements are true. Empty flower braces equal to phi. True, because empty flower braces means it's nothing but phi set, empty set, phi. So phi equals to 0, wrong. Phi equals to 0, wrong. Because here phi is a set, 0 is an element, we cannot compare. We cannot compare. If they ask n of pi equal to 0, then it will be true. Because number of elements in phi is 0. If they give like this, it will be true. So 0 equal to 0. This is a set containing 0 element. It is only element. We cannot compare both of them. False. Only one is true. If you have like this, n of pi equal to 0, then it also will be true. Next, try this. So in A set we have quadrilaterals. In B set we have square, rectangle, trapezium, rhombus. State whether A subset of B, B subset of A. Justify your answer. Because so if the set A is mentioned as quadrilaterals, means it will consist of all types of quadrilaterals. We can have parallelogram. We can have parallelogram here. In A set, as they have mentioned quadrilateral, we can take any type of quadrilateral. We can mention parallelogram also. Means parallelogram is present in A set, but it is not present in B set. So A subset of B, A is not a subset of B. A is not a subset of B because parallelogram belongs to A, does not belongs to B. But in B, we have square, it's a quadrilateral, rectangle quadrilateral, trapezium quadrilateral, rhombus quadrilateral. Means all the elements of B also belongs to A. So we can tell B is a subset of A. We can tell B is a subset of A. A is not a subset of B. Next. So if A equal to ABCD, how many subsets does set A can have? How many subsets does set A can have? So here for number of sets we have a formula 2 power n. So 2 power n, where n is the number of elements. N is the number of elements present in the set. So as we have 4 elements here, so 2 power 4 means 16. So the formula for number of subsets is 2 power n. So according to that formula, 16. 16 will be the correct answer. 16 will be the correct answer. Okay. Next. P is the set of factors of 5. Means set of factors of pi means so 5 comma 10 comma 15 and so on. So that is P. Q is set of factors of 25. So here Q is set of factors of 25. Means 25 comma 50 comma 75 and so on. And so on. R is set of factors of 125. R is set of factors of 125. So 125 comma 250 comma 375 comma and so on. That is R. So which of the following is false? So P subset of Q. In P we have 5, but in Q it is not present. P subset of Q, false. Q subset of R. In Q we have 25, but in R 25 it's not there. So Q subset of R also wrong, false. R subset of P 125. 125 in 5 multiples. If we go on extend 15 like that, we will get 125. We will get 125 or not? 125. Is it a factor of because P is a factor of 5. P is a factor of 5. So 125 is also a factor of 5. So 125 is present in P. 250 factor of 5 present in P. 375 factor of 5 present in P. So all elements of R are present in P. So it's true. Next, P subset of R. P subset of R, wrong, because 5 is not present in R. 15 is not present in R. This is false. So 3 of them are false. Only 1 is true. Okay, next. So A is the set of prime numbers less than 10, B is the set of odd numbers less than 100. C is the set of even numbers less than 10. How many of the following statements are true? How many of the following statements are true? So, one minute, children. So, here A is set of prime numbers less than 10. So, prime numbers means starting from 2, 3, 5, 7. These are the set of prime numbers below 10. That is A set. B set is set of odd numbers. Odd numbers means starting from 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Odd numbers. C means set of even numbers less than 10. C means even numbers less than 10 means we will have 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Now, A subset of B. A subset of B means all elements of A are present in B. Wrong. Because in A we have 2. But in B there is no 2. So it is false. B subset of A. B subset of A means all elements of B are present in A. In B we have 1. But in A there is no 1. It is also false. A subset C means all elements of A present in C. Wrong. False. C subset A. All elements of C present in A. Wrong. False. So, B subset of C. B subset of C. All elements of B are present in C. No. Wrong. Next, X is subset of A. Actually, there is no X element. There is no X element here. It may be print mistake. So, false, children. It is also false. Because there is no X in the set A, set B, set C in set A. So, it is false. So, how many of the following statements are true they have given? But actually all are false. So, nothing is true here. Okay. Next. Consider the following sets. So, set A 1, 2, 3, set B 1, 2, 3, 4. So, all elements of A are present in B. So, A is subset of B. Again 1, 2, 3, 4, C 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All elements of B are present in C. So, B is subset of C. So, A also will be a subset of C because 1, 2, 3 also present in C. So, A also is a subset of C. Means if these two conditions are given, if A is subset of B, continuation B is subset of C. So, which implies it means that A is also a subset of C. This conclusion we can draw from this condition. Okay. Next exercise. So, state which of the following statements are true, given that A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 belongs to A. True. 2 belongs to 1, 2, 3, 4 set. True. Because 2 belongs to 1, 2, 3, 4 set. Yes. This set name is A. We can write 2 belongs to A we can write, or 2 belongs to 1, 2, 3, 4 we can write. Because A and 1, 2, 3, 4 both are same. A and 1, 2, 3, 4 both are same. This is also true. A is subset of 1, 2, 3, 4. So, this subset also actually its name is A only. So, every set is a subset of same set. It is also true. So, every set is a subset of same set. So, that's why it is true. 2, 3, 4 subset of 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 2 is present, 3 is present, 4 is present. So, all are true. So all 4 options are true. Next, state the reasons for the following. Here 1 to 10 elements they have given. 1 to 10 elements in roster form they have given. But here in set builder form, x belongs to n, 1 less than x less than 10. What does it mean? X lies between 1 and 10. If it is like this, less than or equal to x, less than or equal to 10, so then 1 and 10 we have to consider. Like this, 1 to 10 numbers will come. But only less than symbol they have given here. 1 less than x less than 10 means x lies between 1 and 10. But not 1 and 10 are not included. 2, 3, 4 up to 9. So here set is 1 to 10. Here this set is 2 to 9. So both of them are not equal. Both of them are not equal. So here set is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Even numbers up to 10. But here x equal to 2n plus 1. 2n plus 1 means where x is a natural number they are telling. 2n plus 1 means in the place of n, if we take 1, 2 into 1 plus 1. 2 into 1 plus 1, how much? 3. If we take 2 times 4 plus 1, 5. If we take 3 3 times 6 plus 1, 7. So actually 2n plus 1 is a general form of odd number. Left side we have even numbers. Right side set builder form denotes odd numbers. Both of them will never be equal. Both of them will never be equal. Next, 5, 15, 30, 45. 5, 10, 5, 15, 30, 45. But here, left side, they have given like this. Right hand side, x is a multiple of 15. Multiple of 15 means it starts from 15. 15, 1 times 15, 30, 45, 60. Like these elements will come. Like these elements will come. But they have given 5. 15 is okay, 30 is okay, 45 is okay. But 5 is not a multiple of 15. Here we have 15, but here we have 5. So 5 is not a multiple of 15. So that's why they are not equal. Next, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9. This set, here x such that x is a prime number. They are telling prime number. Prime number means 2, 3, 5, 7, after 11 will come. But here they have given 9. So this is not a, 9 is not a prime number, because 9 along with 1 and 9, it is also divided by 3. So that's why it is not a prime number. So here, these are not prime numbers. Here they are telling it is a prime number. So, not equal. They are not equal. They are not equal. Next, list all the subsets of following sets. All the subsets of following sets. So first, for B set, how many element? N of B is 2. So number of subsets will be 2 power n, that equal to 2 square, that equal to 4. Now what are they? For any set, phi is one subset. Same set, B is one subset. Along with that, if we take one element, only P, it is one subset. Only Q, it will be one subset. So 4 subsets. Next, if we take C, so N of C, how many elements? We have 3 distinct elements, X, Y, Z. So number of subsets, 2 power n, 2 cube, that equals to 8. What are they? For C, phi is one subset, C is one subset, 2 completed. 6 we have to write. Single elements we can write. Only X, one subset. only y, one subset, only z, one subset. Now two elements we can write, x comma y, one subset. So y comma z, one subset, z comma x, another subset. How many? 1, 2, phi is one subset, c is one subset, two subsets completed. Single elements 1, 2, 3, 5 completed. Double elements 1, 2, 3, 5 plus 3, 8. So in this manner we have 8 subsets. So we have 8 subsets. We have 8 subsets. So what about D? What about D here? 4 elements means 2 power 4, 16. 16 we need. Out of that, pi is one subset, D is one subset. Now all single elements, A one subset, B one subset, C one subset, D one subset. 4 completed. Now double elements with A comma B 1 we can write, A comma C we can write, A comma D we can write. Now with the B, we will start with B. With B, B comma A already completed. A comma B is nothing but B comma A. So B comma C 1 we can write. With B, B comma D 1 we can write. Next with C, C comma A completed, C comma B completed, because C comma A is nothing but A comma C. C comma B is nothing but B comma C completed. Only CD is remaining. CD is remaining. Okay, how many completed? 1, 2, single elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 completed. Double elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So overall 12 completed. 12 subsets completed. Still double elements completed. Now 3 elements. 3 elements. A comma B comma C we can write. And again A comma C comma D we can write. With A, 2 possibilities are there. Next with B. With B, B comma A comma C already completed. So ABC already nothing but B comma A comma C already completed. So what we can write? B comma C comma D. B comma C comma D will come. B comma C comma D will come. Okay, ABC will come, ACD will come, ABC, ACD. Next B comma C. So okay, B comma CD, BCD is coming. Still any possibility? With the C, C comma CAB already completed, CBD already completed, CBD completed, CAB completed, ABC, ACD, BAD is there, B comma A comma D, B comma C comma D, B comma A comma D. Okay, 12 plus 13, 14, 15, 16. In this way, we can write all the possible subsets. So while writing the subsets, what you can write, if you have 4 elements, each set with single element will be a subset. Each set with 2 elements will be a subset. Each element with 3 elements, each set with 3 elements will be a subset. 4 elements means already same set we have taken, pi set. Pi set is there. Like that, all possible sets you can write, you will get the all subsets. So in the same way, you can write subsets for 4th question and for 5th question. Okay, children. Next. Okay, children. Next, this Venn diagrams concept. So next, children. So next concept we have Venn diagrams. Venn diagrams. So already we learnt sets using diagrams, because set will be represented by a closed curve and the elements will be represented by points. Some may be inside the set, some points may be outside the set. Means some of them may be in the universal set, some of them may be in the subset. So actually this Venn diagram complete form is Venn Euler diagram or Venn diagram. It's the simplest way of representing relationships between sets. So why we make use of Venn diagram means for telling the relationship between the sets. At that time we will make use of this Venn diagrams. So actually Venn diagrams consist of rectangles which will tell about universal sets, closed curves, or circles to tell about smaller sets or subsets. So universal set already we have learnt, represented by rectangle. Universal set symbol is mu. Symbol is mu. So consider mu equal to 1 to 10. So universal set is having 10 elements starting from 1 to 10. So of which A subset, A is a subset having even numbers. Elements as even numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So how to write this relation between this mu and A in the form of Venn diagram means, so first you have to draw a rectangle. There you have to mention mu on one corner, top corner, either left or right. In that Venn diagram, in that rectangle, you have to draw a circle and you have to name it as A. As they have given 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 are present in A, inside the set A, you have to keep 5 points and their values 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So as per the given set. But mu is having 1 to 10 elements. Set A is having only even numbers. Means odd numbers are missing here. Means odd numbers will be outside A, inside mu. Outside A, inside mu. Means in the outside circle, you have to keep some points, 5 points, because still 5 elements are pending. There you can mention 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 like that. So in this way, we can mention the relationship between the sets with the help of Venn diagrams. Just by seeing this, we can tell. So A is a subset of mu. A is a subset of mu. Okay, like that we can tell. Or we have one more example here. Mu equal to 1 to 10. A equal to even numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. B equal to 4, 6. These two are the subsets of this universal set, and also B is a subset of A because B is having 4, 6. 4 is present in A, 6 is present in A. So B is subset of A. Means B is the smaller circle, then A will come, then mu will come. Means you have to take the rectangle, and you have to mention it as mu. In that mu, first you have to represent smaller circle showing B, showing the element 4, element 6. Smaller circle B you have to represent. And that B is a subset of A. Means B is a part of A. B is inside A. Means you have to draw another circle such that inside that bigger circle, smaller circle B should be present. smaller circle B should be present. So that's why we have drawn A here. But A is having elements 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Out of that, 4, 6 already mentioned in B. So outside B, inside A, the remaining elements 2, 8, 10 to be represented. But mu is consisting of 1 to 10 elements. Still some are missing. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Odd numbers are missing. So that to be represented outside A, inside mu. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Like that, we can represent one or more sets in the same universal set. Or if you have example like this, A equal to ABCD, B equal to CDEF, B equal to CDF, A equal to ABCD, B equal to CDEF. Means they have not mentioned about universal set, but you have to assume these two are subsets of one universal set mu, which is represented by a rectangle. And in that, A is a part, B is a part. But what is the similarity between A and B? In A and B, C is the common element, D is the common element. Means they have, A is having AB, which belongs to only A but not to B. B is having EF, which belongs to only B, not to A. But CD belongs to both A, CD belongs to both C. Means in A set and B set, there is some common portion, there is some separate portion. There is some independent portion, separate portion, there is some common portion. So both of them will be intersecting. These two will be intersecting circles. Some part of A joins with some part of B. Means some part of A present in B, some part of B present in A. Like that they are related. So the common part, in the common part, we will mention the 2 points, common points, C and D. So here this portion, this horizontal lines portion, it belongs to only A. This horizontal lines portion, actually these are cross lines actually. Cross lines portion, common portion. This horizontal line portion, only A. This vertical line portion, only B. So in only A portion, we have to mention A and B. In only B portion, we have to mention E and F. In common portion, we have to mention C and D. So all of them will be present in universal set. So in this way, we can represent the Venn diagrams, or we can represent the relationship between the sets with the help of Venn diagrams. Okay, children? So that's all for today. So remaining topics we can discuss in next class. So thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates. Thank you. Have a good day.